going on, guys? Back at you with another video. And in this video we're going to go over the AFC Championship game between, obviously you can see, the Titans and the Chiefs. Let's get right to it. And what I noticed from this tape, I noticed that it seemed like they wanted them to win, and by them I mean the Kansas City Chiefs. And also it seems like on this drive they wanted the Titans to score, because there are several times where you'll see players just falling down and just not being where they're supposed to be, and it kind of affected their play. So here we go. First play action. Look at this DN not really pursue up. This guy should be like here. So, all right, let's back up a little bit. So look at this right here. Look at the depth of these three guys. This is not ever taught. Like, they're all right on top of each other. This guy should be this guy all the way to the right should be here. This guy in the middle, it's already passed. You can tell it's passed because this guy is coming out and these guys are running. So this guy should be dropping down the middle and this guy is dropping out. Watch what they do. These guys are still coming up and it's declared pass. This guy should be all the way back here. This guy should be over here. And look where they stay. They stay over here purposely. Now he starts to drop back. But the problem is this guy should be back here already. He should already be 5 yards from where he is. Right here he should be. So if he was in the spot where he was supposed to be at, he would have made that play on the ball. And then now look at this. Now we got the pinball right here. Look at 21 jog. Look at him jogging. Why is he even running here straight up? He's as straight as this pencil. He's not in a football stance. He's in no position right here to make a play at all. But well, look what he does. That's what happens when you stand straight up. You fall down and get pinballed. But that was done purposely. And then look at Tyrann Mathieu. See how he breaks down? You see how Tyrann Mathieu breaks down? He's not standing straight up like a pen. Right here. He breaks down right there. He's sitting down in a chair. He breaks down his body. That's perfect. That's what you're supposed to do right there. Sitting down in a chair. Because he doesn't know which way this guy's going to go. He has to get ready for any direction. Now he comes, breaks down even lower, and puts his shoulder down, and wraps up. That's how you tackle. That's how it's done, but it was done way too far with too much happening. Alright, what is going on here? I'm just watching this D end right here. He's not really pursuing at all. What is he doing? A little crash inside. Yeah, they're not really pursuing at all. They let him, look at these two guys next to each other. No one's pursuing to them. They just let them catch the ball. They're not really trying to stop him here. Look at this. Why would you back off of this? Like, that's where you go the whole time. Like, what is 54 doing? Look at 54 right here. This is the man in your zone. Go there. Go get him. Go get him. What are you doing? Don't back off. Like, no, I think your coach would be pissed to see you doing that. Because I'm pissed myself. Alright, next play. Play action. Alright, this is not real, guys. Look at this DN, guys. They're letting him do this. Look at this DN. He should be pursuing full speed right now at the quarterback. Right now, you've declared it's pass. Right now, you should be sprinting in and getting this sack. Let's count. I'm going to show you the play, but let's count 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So right now, he should be in his face. You guys, I counted a very generous 3 seconds, and by that time, he should be in his face. But instead, he sits right here. He was never told to do this. Well, he was, but it was purposely done. Like, you would never do this as a DN, just sit there. The only time you would do this if it's a screen, and it's clearly not a screen anywhere over here. Maybe over here, but there's no screen over here. So with this, you see all the linemen in front of you, you can rush. He just never did. So let's show this from the beginning. So we already know he doesn't rush in. So that happens. What happens on this side? All right, they're in man. It's a man with a free guy. Well, no, it's not free. He's on the running back. Well, no, yeah. he messed up. Someone left the running back. And then that's another tell right there. The corner should have picked that off, but he wasn't really trying to. The corner came off his man. The ball's in the air. See, the ball's right there. Look where the corner is. He can easily get that, guys. Why is he jumping? He should have just kept running. He would have easily got that. But he didn't want to, guys. I'm pretty sure that guy made the Pro Bowl maybe recently. Maybe not that year, but recently. So he's a good player is basically what I'm saying. All right, so right here, this is just them letting him get out on purpose. Like, what? This is a sack, guys. That's a sack, but the guy falls down and doesn't really go after his legs properly and lets him just throw it away. They're just letting them get the points here. They probably practiced this drive all week, and they were always established that they were going to get a field goal on this drive. That's all it is, guys. Everything is sought out before. Like, this is something they choreographed all week. Opening drives especially. That's how they wanted it, 3 points. Make it as believable as possible. All right, let's check out what's going on with this D-ends. First of all, this D-end is 2 yards lined off the ball. All right, so let's see what they do. They both crash inside. This one crashes in, and this one also crashes in. And for once, we see a D-end crash inside, and it pays off. But it was by luck. He didn't do the right thing. He just got lucky, honestly. That's not how you would want him to play that. It just worked out that time. Like, no coach is going to say anything if you make the play. But if you didn't make the play, they'd rip you a new one. Alright, let's see what this guy did here. That was open, too. What is this guy? He should have been driving way sooner. You could tell he never reacted. Picked, but all right, whatever. Incomplete. So now it's their ball. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, what is going on over here? So this D tackle. All right, it's on the D tackle. D tackle decided to go a gap left instead of staying to play both gaps. He chose a gap. I told you guys every time when the D tackle doesn't just hold the guy forward and chooses a side, it always ends up bad. And look what this guy does. Watch this big boy right here. He goes to the left instead of staying at center. And that allows, if you declare a side, it's going to allow the bigger guy or a big guy around your size to push you in the direction you chose. That's why you have to stay neutral. So he chose the left, and now they wash him down left. Now that creates a whole lane here. The D-end actually did the right job this time. But he doesn't get off the block. The only thing is he needs to get off that block and make the play right there. And then this guy's coming down the line, but it's too late. There's a bunch of guys that should be making plays, but they just aren't and can't. And that's what you get. Next play. We got a play action. I want to see what the D-ends did. Upfield, and this one crashed inside. The one on the left crashed inside. The one on the right just tried to fight a little bit. And then we have a pick. He just threw this kind of late, guys. He threw it late, and look at the receiver. Didn't really try to fight to get it. Look at the receivers waiting for it to come to him. And look at the defender. The defender looked like more of a receiver than the receiver did. It looked like it was intended for the receiver, who is the defender now. Look at that. Oh, let's see if he caught it. He may have not. Yeah, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. So you got to ask yourself, did he do that on purpose? False start. Nope, that's just, it looks like encroachment. Yeah, it's encroachment, they call it. So you gotta back it up. Alright, so now you got another one. They did 2 in a row. Alright, let's go to the next play. So now he does a slant, and it gets batted. This is sloppy as hell. Alright, let's go to the next play. This is just sloppy. This is supposed to be an AFC Championship game. Alright, so they run a same kind of variant because they're running a lot of man, it looks like. Casey's running a lot of man, but this guy's giving all this cushion right here. And then Tyron came off his man and gave him some help, and it still wasn't enough to stop it. Still. Now, they run another play action, but it's a flood concept. Wide open. Two guys right next to each other. So you got to ask yourself which one of these two guys messed up. Probably 53 was supposed to... I'd imagine 53 was supposed to back up and be on the guy that caught it. And then 54 takes the shorter guy, you know. But it looks like neither, they're in the same zone. Look, one of these two guys messed up. One of these two guys has to take there, and the other to get the deeper part. So one of those two guys messed up, and it was obviously done on purpose. Because you could tell 49 had a different zone and had to run over. So those two guys completely messed up. That's why don't really want linebackers on the field during passing situations, because they're not really the best coordinated guys on the field when it comes to passing the ball and defending the pass. They're really not what you want. You want them on there to stop runs. They're in there. They're the bruisers. They come in and hit you. They want to hit you. They don't want to chase you around and try to chase a ball down. That's not to their strengths. That's what the DBs are for. So they took advantage of them. All right, so now we got a motion in on here, and it's a keep. But here we go, though. You see Derrick Henry in the backfield, you automatically should be thinking run. You shouldn't be thinking anything else. If he beats you throwing it, then he does. But you got to just be thinking run here. And look at this guy. What is he doing? That guy never came up. Honestly, both of these two guys should be flying up. Because this is the weak side. You can see all these guys here. So the left side is stacked. So these two guys should be covering over here. So that tells me they weren't trying to stop this at all. The fact that both... See, he's even running away. Like, dude, no. This is the weakness in the defense. You know it. What is he going to be able to do? Nothing. So that's easy right there. No one's going to stop that. That's Derrick Henry. Next play. They get the ball back. They're just trying to make this interesting for us. Wide open, wide open, wide open. 3 wide opens. And PLCT. All right, next play. Drops back. And it looks like he's gonna just keep dropping back again for a second time after he came forward, and then throws it again and right to the Wally receiver. That's Tyreek Hill, who's now a Miami Dolphin. All right, so next play. He's wide open. I would have just taken that. But we know Mahomes just likes to spin around and just do crazy stuff. See, if he passed to the running back, you're getting the same gain you're getting there. If not more, because he had his shoulders square. On this play, you can see Kelsey had to come back to the ball and then make a play on it. That's so hard to do. Look at him. He's coming back to the ball with two guys on his back. Whereas you have a running back here who can catch it and run head up and try to fall forward. Now he's got to catch, gather, turn around, accelerate, and fight. Right, see what I mean? It's just, he can't. It just you don't have enough momentum. There's too many guys that are on you. That's a big PLCT right there. Mahomes has got to know that, though. 4th and 2 now. They're in this situation, but this is prime time. You knew they were going to get this. If this is a real football situation, you would never want to be in this predicament. And then this, look at how the defenders play this. Look at them. They're giving him space. Look, why aren't you on him? What are you looking at? Like, why are you even looking there? You should be on him. And there's a guy right here you can't see. They both should be on him, but they allow him to catch it. And then a PLCT, they catch him and tackle him right there. Ay, ay, ay. Pass, let him catch, and tackle. PLCT. Alright, next play. Double, reverse, fake. Alright, just a little 8-yard gain. Nothing to really talk about too much. If it's only an 8-yard gain, we're not going to waste too much time on it. But this right here, where is my defensive end? The end crashes inside. No outside arm free. Let's... Well, he's actually an outside backer, so the real defense... No, he's... For this play, they have him as the DN. So this is the end, and that's the end. For this play, they just have skinnier guys. This is Landry. He should have really just fought outside. You can't let the guy get outflanking you. He can't outflank you. You got to fight outside, and you just have to make that play. This is his play to make, and then this is his backup. So let's watch this guy and this guy. Let's see what they do. Actually, all four of these guys. Let's watch all four of them. Oh, so this guy's out of the play. He can't help. So these guys are the only line of defense, because look, we already know this guy takes himself out of the play. He's crashing inside. You can't make that play like that. He should have been more out here, guys. And then you make this guy have to make a decision. He can't come back because this guy's here, but these guys, looks like they're going to get cut off. Yeah, this was drawn up. If he can't make this tackle, yeah, this was drawn up. And then look at 31. Is that number 31 over there? He doesn't even really run. Look at him. You're telling me that this is someone trying their hardest to stop a touchdown, or does this look like a manufactured touchdown that was supposed to happen? Like right there, why is he not going after him fully? Like, what is stopping this guy from making the play when he was over here? Like, am I crazy here? Am I crazy right now? This guy's a millionaire, and he's supposed to, like, make this play. He's right there. See, he's looking at him. He has eyes on him. So right now, you can literally make a push to get over here and make this tackle, and he just doesn't even try. And that's our millionaires that we watch every Sunday playing football. That's what we watch every Sunday playing football. Guys that really just don't give a crap. They couldn't care less. That's what we watch. Alright, next play. Right up the middle. And this is the same thing. Remember earlier where I told you the middle linebacker needs to get depth down the middle? He's doing this on purpose. You notice how this linebacker is almost 3-4 yards deeper than this guy? He's giving up the middle hole. This is called the middle hold. And he's giving this up on purpose. The middle linebacker is 95% of the time responsible of the middle hole of the defense. And you can tell he's not getting depth on purpose. So let's watch this again. Let's see what he should have done. So a hike of the ball. He should be turning and sprinting. See, look what he did. Look what he did, guys. He turned his shoulders to the right, and then he turned back to the left and didn't even try to get back. What he should have done is hike. You see it's a pass. You should be sprinting this way and getting back to the middle hole. So that tells me he did this on purpose. Watch the middle linebacker. Almost does the Macarena. Instead of turning and running, he does the Macarena, 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 Macarena. Oh, Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. Like, why aren't you getting back? Hey, Macarena. Like, get back, dude. Like, so he's doing that on purpose. Yeah, let's circle this guy. He's probably going to mess up, huh? Yeah, I repeat, this is not me. They obviously see something coming that I don't see coming. Yeah, what did the DNs do on this play? Look at everyone get driven back. Here's the line of scrimmage. Just watch how they all get driven back all the way over here. D-end gets manhandled and does not fight off. He should be fighting off and making a tackle right there. And look at all these guys getting driven back. All of them. They started off right here, guys. Where this pen is, this is where all their heads were lined up. Now look where they all are. And they're still getting driven back. If this is happening now, why wasn't it happening before? And let's see if guys are backpedaling to help them. Let's watch if the guys are backpedaling. Yep. You can see a little backpedal. Like right there. Yep, you see it. They're not resisting. They're letting him push him back. They're letting him push him back. All right, and then this guy just flies right on in there. Like, come on, bro. That was a bad one. All right, that's just the line. Look at the linebackers just, like, why are they so spread apart? Like, he should be on him and he should be on him. Like, why are they just letting him catch the ball? But the NFL's real. Right. They're in man, it looks like here. But they're not in man coverage. They're in leave a man open, and let's see what happens. And we have a defensive hold. He's just grabbing his jersey. Like, look at him the whole time. Just not letting go. But the NFL is real, right? The man just gave him a first down on purpose. Where's the DN? I'm curious. What did the DN do? Oh, he crashed inside. Okay. Just checking. That right end just always crashes inside. And this time, he kind of half-ass crashed inside. He walked his way inside and still didn't make the tackle. Play action. That's number. Look at 54. 54 never gets back. He sees it too. Look at his head. Look at 54. He sees it's a fake. Look at him. He sees that it's a fake. He sees it. Look at his head. You saw it jerked up a little. So he knows it's passed. Instead of turning his head around to look for a guy, he could have just ran right there and picked him up. Instead of doing that, he just stares at the quarterback. Look at him. He stares at the quarterback. Now the ball's thrown. Now he turns and runs. But the NFL is real, right? You see a guy out there who literally runs a 6-minute 40-yard dash, and you don't get over there. Okay. All right. We'll say that's real, I guess. We'll say that's real, I guess. It's never good when they show a kickoff, guys. We always say this. Decent return, nothing to write home about. Alright. He drops back. Fires it. Yeah, look at 26. 26 never really tries to get back there. Look at him. He doesn't try to get back to his zone. That's not the guy that he was in front of. This was on purpose, guys. Because this isn't his zone. There's a guy right here. You can't see him, but there's a guy right here that's standing right there. That's his zone to cover. This guy is supposed to get the guy that's right here that you're going to see get opened. This guy, that's his zone. He completely vacated his zone to let him catch the ball. Like, at this point, they're helping their offense out to let them score. It's because, obviously, this year was all about Kansas City and the great Patrick Mahomes, you know? Look at this. Guys are just open every time now. That DN crashed inside, falls down. Because he knew they were going to score. And a lot of the times when these DNs crash inside, it's because they know guys are going to score. Look at this guy. Doesn't even turn his head. There's no safety help on the fastest guy in the league. In an AFC Championship game, right? Is that what we're saying? So it looks like they're in a cover 3 here. But they messed it up on that side, it looks like. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what defense this is right now. It looks... Maybe it could be man. Because of the way that guy was playing. Because right here, the way they're all aligned, I don't know what defense this is. Guys look like they're in a cluster. It looks like they just completely botched this, and like some guys are playing one coverage and other guys are playing another. But this looks like somebody messed up. This doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look like sound football. It doesn't look like a play that anybody would want to be in with Patrick Mahomes on the other side. Like that's just awful, guys. Like that's terrible, terrible football. Yeah, let's watch this from the top. I wish we had this angle the whole time, man. I would be able to do so much more teaching from this angle. That's gonna be my life's mission. If like this channel ever like gets bigger, I'm gonna make it my life's mission to get you guys the best angles for the teaching points. But like, look at this. Look at how everyone's all spread out. I don't know what defense this is. Why is there no safety anywhere helping at all? Like, what defense is this? So here's the safety. Where does this safety go? So you're telling me this safety is so worried about this guy, but this is Tyreek Hill wide open. So it looks like they're in cover one safety over the top, when they should have been in two-man, cover man 2, or two-man under, however you want to call it. So, like, this is just retarded. I don't know how you just let this happen. You just let Tyreek Hill get open one-on-one in an AFC Championship game. I'm just baffled by that. Like, I'm surprised that a coach would actually allow that to happen. That's why it just doesn't make sense. Like, that's not how you game plan. No one would game plan like that, especially if it's a legitimate NFL. You wouldn't let Tyreek Hill be in single coverage for not a single play. There wouldn't be one play that you had drawn up where Tyreek Hill would be wide open or in single coverage. Because you know as a coach, he's faster than everyone in the league. So you know as a coach, there always needs to be a safety or some type of coverage rolling towards his direction. So that just tells me it's not real. Now let's watch the DN on this play. They both, they do a little late twist, and that allows that guy to catch it. So, and then the DN comes back and makes the play. All right. Did they make, I thought they made him fumble. Oh, they did. He fumbled on the play, guys. Oh, no, it was 4th down. It was 3rd down, and then now it's 4th. Unless that was 4th. Either way, they got the ball back. They fire it up the middle. Let's see if it's the whole play where the guy just doesn't get back. I think, yeah, see, he spread over more to leave this guy open in the middle, guys. This is just not real football. This guy vacated. He's supposed to be standing right there and picking this off, but he moved over to the right to allow him to catch it. I wish we had this angle from the top so I can show you. There's a linebacker on my team who does that all the time because it's his first year and he doesn't really understand. He does the same thing. Well, he used to. I corrected that. Now he's always on point. He gets so many interceptions because I told him how to actually play linebacker. And like now he just always jumps in front of those and baits those. So that tells me it's fake. They're letting these guys catch it because these are NFL guys. They know how to bait guys. They know how to play zone. So when they let a zone open or vacate a zone, you know it's being done purposely. Like, look at this. How is there 2 guys there, but neither single one of these guys can hop on this? Like, this guy, this one should have been already, like, in his face. But he allows him to catch it, and then he hits him. Because they got to let this charade keep running. Drops back. And he's going to really step up in here. And I don't know how he doesn't get caught there. And then he looks back. And then how does this guy not grab him? Does that make sense? All right. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that's legitimate. But how is this legitimate? How could this one be legitimate? There's no possible way in hell. There just isn't any type of way that can happen. It just goes against, like, physics. And then what? Like, how doesn't he get pulled down there? Like what was so special about that? All right, let's see this again. Like, Patrick Mahomes weighs like 215 pounds. He's not a huge guy. Like, so like, how is it that three guys? Actually, it's really like 5, 6 guys. If you go from the beginning, aren't able to bring him down because they're not really trying to, guys. I promise you that these guys really aren't trying their hardest to bring this guy down. Like, I'm not watching this again. Like, this is just absurdly stupid. Like, that's not real football. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. I idolize these guys, but that's just not real. At this point, it's just very, like, boring to, like, watch because I know it's fake, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Notice how I pointed him out the whole time, and that whole time, no one ever wanted to step up. They'd rather, instead of stepping up and guarding him, look what they'd rather do. Instead of guarding, see this guy right here? Instead of running and getting him, he thought it was a smart idea. Instead of guarding a guy who's 3 to 2 yards next to him, he thought it was a better idea to chase a guy who's 15 yards away. Like, yeah, and not even get close to even making a play. So he did this on purpose. This isn't something you're ever taught to do. Like, you wouldn't just run in. Like, that's not something you do. That's not something anyone's taught. As a linebacker, you would never run up like that until he crosses the line of scrimmage. If anything, you get that receiver and pray that your D lineman can get to him. You wouldn't just, like, let that guy get open. Like, they're just manufacturing plays. It's heartbreaking. I feel bad for anybody that's a Titans fan because this wasn't real. What was this? That was just bad timing. That could have been a big play. Alright, now this play, we got a drop back, fires it. Yeah, guys aren't getting into the middle hole. He just dropped that on, I'm not going to say on purpose, but he definitely, certainly did drop that. Crashed inside right there. Throws it in the dirt, but he picks it off the ground, number 10 does. Nice catch. What is this? This guy's always doing the worm in the air. Look at number 55. Look at him doing. It's like someone poked him in the butt. Yo, he's standing like someone poked him in the butt. Look at him. Woo. Like, whoa. What's going on with him? You know they made fun of him on filming him on Monday. Monday was a riot for this guy. They probably just laughed at him the entire time. Like, what is this guy doing, man? Woo, yeah, baby. And then they called a hold, I believe. Yep. So that switches hands. That hold really killed them. All right, let's see how this guy was able to bust this run open. Let's see. Oh, I see what happened. So if we had a high angle, you'd see there's a huge vacated hole. They put this guy, it looks like in a 1 technique, like right head up, and a DN in a regular technique. So that means there's a huge hole naturally on the right. And look how deep this middle linebacker is. So that tells me that they're letting this happen on purpose. This guy should be like right here. And then this guy, he's good. But like, yeah, they're letting this happen on purpose. Let's watch the end. Doesn't aggressively come in. He's actually like backpedaling. And that's all that was. And the linebacker makes the play. They just gave him 5 yards. Just based off alignment. That's all that was. I would never have my guys lined up like that, like ever. Unless I was in like a 5-3 or 5-2. Because then that would just be a nose guard. But then you'd have him have help on the other side. Every lineman would be covered. I love 5-man fronts. Because it really shows you whose team is better, who has the better line. And it makes sure the O-line have to work. Like, I love it. What'd the DN do here? What'd this guy do? He just went back. And he went out. And he still couldn't make the play. He runs into the block. He doesn't know how to play, I'm convinced. I am convinced he doesn't know how to play. He crashes inside again, guys. Watch the DN. Crashes in. Watch him. Watch the DN. 44. Let's see him crash inside and give up the run. Like, why are you crashing inside and giving up runs to the outside? All because you want to do your own thing. Making people think that the NFL is real. Stop. Stop it. The NFL is not real. You see these DNs. Look at them. Both of them crashing inside again with no replacement. Ay, ay, ay. I just don't get it. Well, they had replacements, but they were very half-assed. See, like, they didn't even really get to the replacement. They went to a half-ass replacement and stayed to a spot where it allowed Patrick Mahomes to escape. How about that one? Let's see this. This guy doesn't even try to get to the outside and keep his outside arm free at all. Look at him. Now he's just pumping his arms to make it seem like he's trying his hardest to get to him. But he knows he is too fat and too slow and too lazy to get there. All right, next play. We have another drop back. They just abandoned the run. Fires it. Look at 59 just jogging. He's just on the beach right now, running in sand. Like, I know it's Tyreek Hill, but dang, man. Look like you don't have a diaper on that's full of you know what. Alright, now we're finally in the fourth with this crazy fake game that we call football somehow. The corner is actually playing better DN than the DNs, but he's just too small to do anything. Wait, where is the DN though? Look at the DN. Not even really like doing what he's supposed to do. That's what happens when you don't get to the outside. You screw your whole defense over. And they honestly lined up like this on purpose to give this touchdown up, guys. Like, I need you guys to really understand this. Like, why would you ever be lined up like this? Look at how tight these guys are to the line. Like, this isn't goal line. If this ball were here, or maybe even here, from here onward, okay. But from there, why would you be packed in like this? You're giving up the whole outside. This guy's too skinny and too weak to, like, set an edge. As an edge setter, you need a big guy with strength, size, and agility, and good tackling to be out here. Otherwise, look at this guy just get dominated because he's too skinny and too small to set an edge. He tries his best, but this is a tight end that's bigger and stronger than him. He's trying, but he just can't do it. And then this guy just can't do it either. That's why a DN needs to be a certain body type. Like, it takes a certain person to be at a defensive end and to do it properly and consistently all game. That's why these guys get paid so much, because it's not easy to do, but it's easy to be a buffoon, which they do very well. All right. Look at this DN. He wants to crash inside so bad. It's so hard to be a consistent DN and follow your rules and be mentally smart when you're tired in games. And it's just so hard to do. And we're seeing it every single time. Like, these guys can't be consistent. Well, mostly because it's fake, but I try so hard to give them justice, but then I'm always right back to where we start. It's not real football. I always catch myself. I'm always like, wait, oh yeah, it's not real. Look at this. Like, what was this guy doing? This is an interception. Hold on, let's see this again. Alright, so they drop a DN back, but instead of dropping back and getting depth, he sits there. Finally, this guy is getting depth in the hole. Look at him. See this guy? See the middle linebacker? Finally, he gets to the middle linebacker hole and gets his depth. He hasn't been doing that all game. He's been giving the middle up all game, but now this time he gets back. And now this guy just sits in the middle instead of turning his head and getting an interception. This should have been an easy interception. Easy. I'm talking taking candy from a baby. He threw that a little early, but he caught that. He had to throw it right then. Any other type of decision would have been picked off. He's just trying to buy time here, and DNs are crashing inside, so he's gonna have all the time in the world. Look at this guy gets wide open. How does that even happen? Like this is the times where I wish we can have the top end view so we can see what these DBs are doing. Like, how does this guy get so far behind you? How does he even see that? Like, it's so hard to like determine depth. Like when you're so far down the field, it's like so hard to determine like who really is open. That's why these quarterbacks are so gifted to just being able to see that and be able to put the ball where it needs to be. Whether they use magnets or not, like even like you know what I'm saying? It still takes skill to just even see that. But at the same time, the guy left him open. Like he just left him open, and then just like made it seem like he was running. Oh, here we go. We're gonna be able to see what this guy did. Let's see this exposed. We're gonna be able to see what this guy did. Watch what the corner did. He jams him. That's actually, oh, he falls down. He fell down. It's defensive holding anyway. He was holding him the entire time, guys. Forced them to punt, and then they do a fake. They left the middle open. This was something they probably practiced too, guys. Like they didn't even really cover this at all. They leave the middle wide open. This guy's spread out. Like, why? It just doesn't even make sense. Like, why you would even do that? But all right, cool. But I know but there's just special teamers. Yeah, I know they're special teamers, but they play football. They know how to play the game. Just because you're on special teams, all of a sudden you don't know how to play. Like, stop, man. We're not going to do that whole game. We're just not doing that today. Look at both of them. Both of the DNs just outrunning everything. All right, next play. Why? Yeah, they just let that on purpose. They let that happen on purpose. Look at all that. Whenever you see a pocket like that where no one's rushing, but then look at this. A jogger and then a jogger, and then he's just in between them like that. They did that on purpose. They gave the space, let him catch it. Look at 32. Didn't even hit him to try to like pop the ball out. He just let him catch the ball. Because it's all about the numbers. Because if he didn't catch that, there's some type of punishment that these guys have to withstand. So it's not worth the punishment to these guys. So they just let them score when they're told. They do what they're told. And that's why Tyrann Mathieu is always going to have a team to play on. He's on the Saints now, another huge contract. Because of plays like that, he doesn't try to be a hero. He just follows the rules. He follows the script. And like guys like him and Brady, they do what they're told. It was very hard for Mahomes to lose that game. Like, his pride was really at play there. You could tell he kind of wanted to win it, but then he was just like, you know what? I don't want to have to deal with what comes with this, because they would have punished him. If he won that game, he wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. They would have found a way to screw him. So like he followed his gut and just, you know what I mean? He threw that game, man. I know people don't want to like see it, but my man Mahomes threw that game, man. There's ulterior motives like involved, and there's big money involved. There are people above him that get in his ear and just tell him that he needs to do what they tell him, or there's just major consequences. You really can't fight against these forces, man. These forces, they pay you. They have control of everything. They can affect you, your family, your money, all that. So guys just don't want to get messed with. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, please be safe.